Welcome and welcome back, Pedal Comma Podcast family, to another episode of What Did We Read? It's our June and July wrap-ups. Obviously, we didn't do one in June because we had our mid-year freakout tag. So we're just going to combine June and July. For those of you that don't know us, my name is Collette. That's Elizabeth. I'm going to get it.
You've gotten so much better. I still struggle every time.
But because we're going over 2 months of stats, it's going to be a little minute. Go ahead and grab you a snack and a drink. Get your pen and paper out in case you want to go ahead and write down on any of these books. And if you're interested, go ahead and stick around. So we are going to start with our June stats first, then we'll go into July stats, and then all the books that we have read. So starting with our June stats, Elizabeth, would you like to let the people know what you've read?
Okay, June stats. I read 6 books equaling 2,395 pages. Average time to read is 6 days. My biggest 3 moods were tense, dark, mysterious, followed by funny, adventurous, lighthearted, and emotional. My pace was 50% medium, 50% fast. 83% of my pages were from 300 to 499. 17% was over 500.
Look at you.
That in June, they were all fiction. My biggest genre was thriller, 3 books, romance 2, dystopian 1. I don't really think that one was dystopian, but whatever. Format, 50% audio, 17 digital, 33% physical. My average star rating was 3.96, my highest being 4.75 and my lowest being 2.75. That's actually my first under 3 stars, I think.
Really?
I think for the year so far. I know I think I have 2 that I didn't know how to rate, but yeah, anyways. And those are my stats for June. Mm-hmm. Do I just go into July now?
Yep, go ahead in July.
In July, I DNF'd 1 book. I know. It's not because of the book. It's not because of the book. I was listening to this book on audio, and there's just a lot of information. So when I listen to my audiobooks, I'm normally driving or cooking. So it definitely was not a book that I could just...
She's not exaggerating, y'all. 90% of the time I call Liz is in the kitchen. I'm like, girl, I'm finna buy you a chef. When I become rich, it's not even gonna be about me. You are getting a chef.
So it wasn't a book that I could just halfway listen to. I know that I will like this book when I sit down to read it, and it's Altered Carbon by Richard Morgan. It is no longer available on Audible Plus, but they do have a Netflix show. There's 2 seasons. I don't know if it continued or if it was canceled or not. Well, the first season I watched and I loved it, devoured it. So, and then the one book that I did listen to and completed was the only book for my July. Still a reader, y'all. And it was A Spy in Struggle by Aya De Leon. And took me 8 days to listen to that one. I did struggle. It was not my favorite. 336 pages. And I would say a 3.5 review. Star.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are my June and July picks. Collette, can you please grace us with yours?
Yes. So in June, June was a good month for me. I read every single day in June.
Ooh, I love that. I love it. I love
every single day in June. And I read a lot of physical books.
So proud of you. So proud of you.
So I read a total of 13 books, which is 4,104 pages. It took me an average of 10 days to finish. That sounds about right because I was reading like 2-3 books at a time. My biggest pie slice is emotional, followed by funny, and then hopeful. I don't know what I was going through. I read it all.
Hopeful?
You know what? It actually does make sense. So yeah. My pace 17% slow, 50% medium, 33% fast. 60% of my books were between 300 to 499 pages, and then 40% were below 300 pages. That was great for me. Audiobooks. 33% were below 8 hours. 67% was between 8 to 16 hours for the length of the book.
Okay.
Yeah. I changed it. I just found out that I can change it to time. How do I change it back? I don't know. All fiction, because why would I read about real people? My format. You ready?
Yes.
38% print, 38% digital, 23% audio.
Get
It
it.
looks
I'm
like
so
a legit peace sign.
Aww, that's the balance you need to have in your reading world.
So it says 2,899 pages and 27.95 hours. That's pretty cool. And then my average for the month of June was 4 stars.
Get it. I love that. That means you liked a lot of the books that you read.
I did. It was a really good reading month. And then July, I read 8 books, 2,807 pages. It took me about 3 days to finish a book. My biggest mood slice was dark, followed by adventurous, and then tense.
Dark?
I don't know what I was reading.
Collette, that's different for you.
I know. 17% fast, 83% medium paced books, 33% below 300 pages, 67% between 300 to 499 pages. 50% of my books, audiobooks, were over 16 hours, and between 8 and 16 hours for the other 50%. And then 13% print, 25% audio, 63% digital. I actually had a better month in July. My average star rating was 4.16 stars.
Wow. I love that.
Come on, June and July, because you know I'm headed into my slump month. So,
both of us. All
right, Liz, what you read in June?
All right, we're gonna start with the lowest rating one, "Stolen Tongues" by Felix Blackwell. I liked the book. I did not like the ending. It was the biggest letdown I've had all year. It was so promising throughout the book, and then the ending, I'm like, really? That's all you had to do? This whole time, that's all she had to do? And none of this? Okay. Whatever you say. Whatever. My next one is "The Perfect Marriage" by Geneva Rose. I really enjoyed it. I know some people say they didn't see the twist coming. I saw the twist coming. I don't see how you don't see it coming, but 3.75 for her. I will continue to read her books because she does have like a comedic. I like her.
Yeah.
The next one is "Deep End" by Ali Hazelwood. I think, if I remember correctly, this is her first young adult book.
Deep End? No, Chicken Mate was her first young adult.
Okay. So anyways, this one.
Deep End is young adult? Are they in college?
Oh, they're in college.
So new adult.
They're in college because Adam and Olive are in the, and if you don't know, Adam and Olive were the first characters in her first book, Love Hypothesis.
Love Hypothesis.
Mm-hmm. I gave that one 4 stars. The next one I have is "Blood Oranges" by J.M. Cannon.
Mm.
Absolutely loved it. It's set in Orlando, in Central Florida. Really good. I rated it 4.25. And if you're into a thriller, like a mystery thriller. Uh, Next book is Silver Elite by Danny Thomas.
Mm.
I know that Collette thinks this book is trash, but it isn't. It isn't, guys. You should read it. I gave it 4.25. Boo, 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 boo. And finally, That's Not My Name by Megan Lally. I gave that 4.75. Loved it. Loved it. And that was one of my Kindle Unlimited hopefuls that we did an episode on a while back. So good. And those are my books, y'all.
I love
Collette?
that.
Here we go.
June, I read This Could Be Forever by Ebony Liddell. I gave that 3.75 stars. It is a young adult. The young adult didn't bother me. I was more so bothered by the fact that it was a black girl dating a Hindu man, or Indian man. I think he's Hindu. I don't know if there's a difference. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure how that actually works. But I felt like the focal point was the fact that she was black and he was Hindu. You didn't actually watch them fall in love. So it just took away from the story for me. I was like,
most of the narrative was about that instead of them falling. Okay.
Yeah. The next book I read was The Dividing Sky by Jill 2. We got a special edition at the Black Romance Book Festival. I ate that book up. I gave that book 4 stars. I loved it. Loved it. The next book I read was Beautiful Bastard by Christina Lauren. That was 3.5 stars.
Is that one of their first books?
Yeah, this book came out in like 2013.
Okay, because I've never heard of it.
Marketing for publishers. Stop this shit. You keep telling us this is romance and it's an erotica. Say it's an erotica so I'm prepared. I hate going in thinking it's romance and they hunching all over the place and I'm like, what just happened? How did we get here? How are you in love? Because with erotica, it doesn't really give you the time for them to grow in love. So
they see each other's, private parts and they're like, oh my God, I'm in love. I love him forever and ever and ever. Yeah.
So that annoyed me. So 3.5 stars. Because I will say that it was funny because they were both stupid. But the next story was Hear My Heart by Tay Monet. Beautiful cover.
Hey.
3.5 stars. It would have got more if it wasn't so messy. I wasn't expecting the mess. I really thought it was going to be like this cute. I told you, Liz. I thought it was just going to be this cute little.
I wasn't expecting the mess.
I was not. My next book was an audiobook, and that was Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. That was narrated by, I can't remember her name, but she played Jane in the actual movie with Keira Knightley.
Winona Ryder?
Girl, no.
No?
I can't remember her name right
now.
But she narrates that book, and she did a fantastic job. 5 stars.
It's not Winona Ryder. I know who she's in Pirates of the Keira Knightley?
No, Keira Knightley is the main character. This girl that narrated the book was the sister, Jane. She narrated the book. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stop.
I actually really love this story. This book was written in 1813 or published in 1813. Ma'am, hats off to you. The blueprint. Also, I love Pride and Prejudice. Liz knows that's one of my favorite movies. I will sit there and watch it all day, every day. This girl, she was a know-it-all. In the movie, she wasn't like that. You loved her right off rip. You just knew she was. In the book, she was just a little know-it-all. She didn't know shit. Just a little know-it-all. So I like that because both characters had growth. So I thought that was great. The next book I read was Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I gave that 4 stars. It was very hard for me to rate. I had to really sit and think about that. What is it about? People hunching. Anyway.
It's not about that, guys.
The next book I read was A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams, 5 stars. This is my third book by Tia Williams. This is the third 5-star she got from me.
Ooh, I haven't read it yet. I think that honestly, in this month, I'm just gonna throw all responsibility out and read what I want, like you did in June. I think I need to do that. But yes, continue. Sorry.
No, you're good. The next book I read was Lights Out by Navessa Allen. I listened to it, actually. It was an audiobook. If I had read it, I think it would have been a lower rating. But because I listened to it, the actors were funny. So I gave it 4 stars. Would I continue the series? No. No. That's where, no. The next book I read was Relic Records Introduces the First Lady Saucy by Antoinette Sherrill.
That's Relic's story, right?
Mm-mm.
No, what's his
story?
story?
These are the novellas in between Relic story.
Okay.
Relic story. So it basically,
Respectfully, Relic is his, right?
Is his story, yeah. This basically sets up how he got into the recording business and all of that. Made a record label.
Everybody.
So this was actually pretty cool. Also, I would recommend reading it before you read Disrespectfully Relic, because there was a character from Disrespectfully Relic, and I was like, who is this? Why is he important?
And then you read that one, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next book I read was The Sweetest Love from D. Rose, by D. Rose. She was at the Black Romance Book Festival. I gave this 4 stars. Oh, Disrespectfully Relic. Saucy's book, I gave that 5 stars.
Okay.
That was fantastic. The Sweetest Love by D. Rose, 4 stars. Girl, there is drama with her.
Is there?
Yeah. So apparently she did like this book box thing, but she never sent them.
No.
Yeah.
She's behind.
Hold on. She did this in February. She was at the Black Romance Book Festival. I guess she didn't get any response as to when the book boxes will go out. She has not made any
posts or anything.
Yeah, she hasn't reached out to people that purchased it. She had over 500 sales to my knowledge. Yeah. And it's 75 a piece. Like that's like 35 grand.
Oh my goodness.
So she was supposed to be at another book festival that people were going to. So people were going to try to see if they can get, reach out and be like, hey, what's going on?
You're here right now in my face. What's going on?
She did not go. She's not responding to DMs. She's not. I was like, girl.
I actually, on my TikTok, ran into some book drama from someone who was at the Black Romance Festival. You remember, side note, guys, this isn't even part of the episode.
Yeah.
You remember there was a young lady there who was selling, and I wanted one. I just didn't.
The bookmarks.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's someone copying her. I'm talking about, she came with receipts on the TikTok.
Yeah.
She's like, look at the picture I posted on this date. This is the picture.
Yeah, she literally plagiarized, stole, I don't know what you want to call it. She did it like word for word, line for line.
Like, no shame. Like,
yeah.
Nobody's saying like, okay, she has an idea, you liked it. You're able to recreate it with your own touch. Do the rest with your own touch.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're already proving not to have any creative.
And for those of you that don't know, if you're in the book community, you might have seen people with the little handbags with their books on it. That's what they're talking about. It's like a little handbag, so it's a bookmark. It holds your place in the book, but you can sit it and wear it like a handbag, so you're walking around with it.
Mm-hmm.
And we were going to buy it. I don't know why we didn't buy it. But
we were more concerned with getting our signatures, and we had Tia's line. We didn't even get to do Kennedy Ryan. So next year we're going to be a lot more prepared for shopping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Anyways, end of side note. Continue.
Yep. My next book I read was Tame and Kane. So Tame and Kane by Tessa Stone. I gave that 3.5 stars. That is above average. I like the story. It's not a bad story. It's one of those. Do you remember when Kindle first came out and they had all of those what do you call them? Those series, and it was like the vampires live forever and they had like 15 books and they just, do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Okay, maybe it was me. I was on that side of Kindle. Well, that's what it kind of reminds me of. It's kind of like a nostalgic feel.
Okay.
You have like 6 books in a series. They're all interconnected, but there's
Okay.
a one
I know
long
what you're
plot.
I know what you're talking about. I read, but mine was on Nook.
Okay.
Yes, I know what you're talking. Like each book is of a character and their love interest,
Yes.
and what happens in that book plays into the bigger picture.
Yes.
Got
Yes.
you. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So 3.5 stars. I am going to finish that series. I liked it. It was funny. The next one I read was 8 Seconds to Love. This was a black cowboy romance, okay? Because I saw it and somebody was like, ooh, you should read this book. And I read it. Lies. It is not a black cowboy romance. This is a hood novel with cowboy themes. All he did was ride a bull.
That's it?
He was a hood person.
Riding a bull.
Yes.
Did he wear boots?
No, he was in Nike Tech. You know, I had to look up Nike Techs. Black people, sidebar real quick. My black people, I need the devil to get off your necks with the Nike Tech suits. Stop it. Have you seen it?
No,
Google
but
it.
I remember my friend's kids after Christmas, they were asking for a whole bunch of Nike Tech. And I'm like, I looked up, I think it was like a shirt, and it was like $70 for the shirt. And I'm like, I'm good.
But there's a Nike Tech suit, and I'm just like, please let it go. Let go and let God. You got to let it go.
Well, if you think about it, each generation of gangsters or thugs, they have, I mean, ever since the classy mobsters, gangsters went out,
They don't have those anymore.
They have a tracksuit. They all, like, if you look at the 80s, it was the chicka chicka.
Yeah.
And when you, the windbreakers.
Yeah.
Every generation has it. And I guess,
you go Nike. Here's the thing though. Like, again, he was a hood dude. He wasn't into anything illegal, which is fine, but he was a bull rider. But that was the only cowboy thing about it. It wasn't, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just felt like that was not a true cowboy romance book.
Got it.
So I gave it 2.75 stars. But I will say the title is fantastic. 8 Seconds to Love, because you know bull riders, they have to last for 8 seconds. I thought that was cute.
I didn't know that, but
yeah. I only know that because I watched this other movie with this boy who was a bull rider. Anyway.
Collette. When we finish here, we need to have a conversation.
You know, I'll be watching random stuff. Like, I just watch everything.
Yes, you do. It's always something. Right. You know what? Yeah.
And then the final one in June was Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, narrated by Scarlett Johansson.
Love her.
I gave it 4 stars. This book was written in 1865.
And it's still that good, right? And I liked it. But I've always been a fan of Alice in Wonderland.
You know what? It took me a while to figure it out. I felt like the book was nonsensical until I got to the end. I was like, oh. Collette, you're slow. I didn't understand. I was like, what are we talking about?
And it's like when you take a step back and you look at when they were written.
Yeah.
And he had to have been on something because
yeah, I don't know, but it was, yeah, because that's why I ended up giving it 4 stars, because I was going to give it 2 stars. I was like, what are we talking about? This
like, Liz, I'm not doing this with you anymore. I'm not reading any more of your old recommendations. Like, I was
like, this is so dumb. And then I got to the end, I was like, oh, Collette, you're dumb. So I would say go ahead and read it. All right, Liz. You already talked about your July book.
Yeah, A Spy in the Struggle. Basic. Yeah, yeah. We're good
All
though.
right.
We could go
Let's
into
talk about
yours.
my July books.
Yes, please.
I have to get comfortable. All
Yeah,
right. The
go.
first one I read was Get to Know Me by Moon Bay. It was a novella, 49 pages. I gave it 3 stars. It was an erotica. The opening scene got me. I was like, what? What else they did, girl? I ain't gonna hold you. It was still 3 stars though, because that was it. They had a second book. It was supposed to be a duology. I ended up DNF in the second book because I didn't care. The next book I read was An Ember in the Ashes by Sabah Tahir. 4.5 stars. Fantastic. Yeah. I'm currently working on book 2. But again, I'm in my reading slump era. I can feel it. I've been watching TV, so I had to put it on pause real quick. The next book I listened to was A Sorceress Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher. 4 stars.
Yes. I really enjoy her writing.
Yeah.
I really enjoy her writing. I have not found one of her books, and I just recently got one, so I'm excited to read it. I love her writing.
I was just watching Carrie the other day, and she was re-rating like some of her books, and she was like, Paladin's great stands. She was like,
I love it.
that.
I haven't. Oh God, that's another one.
The next book I read was King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby. 4.25 stars.
And Colette's not a thriller reader, y'all.
I'm not.
And she dove into this one.
Yeah,
right
I didn't. Oh, that's why it was dark.
Oh yeah, no, that book.
Yeah, I would recommend reading it. I really did enjoy this book. The next book I read was Aisha at Last by Uzma Jalaluddin. I'm sorry, I know I'm butchering your name. This is a Muslim retelling of Pride and Prejudice.
Oh,
I know.
How did you like it?
I gave it 4.25 stars.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's really for me, coming from you and how high you hold Pride and Prejudice. That's a great review.
Yeah.
Wow.
4.25 stars. I see it. And then she had some lines that are just quintessential to Pride and Prejudice. Like if you read it, if you watched the movies, you know the lines specifically. Mm-hmm. And the way that she was able to re-articulate those lines, and you're like, oh, that's from this scene. Like, I loved it. And it's modern day. Like, it's set in present time.
Got it.
I loved it. I thought it was really, really good. My next book, I need to re-rate this book. This is 5 stars. Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay.
I rated it 4.75. I'm sorry. This is 5 stars. This was fantastic. I loved it. I listened to it on audio. He's funny. So now I need to go read The Martian. Did you watch that movie?
No.
That was a good movie.
I don't remember the last space movie I watched.
Did you watch Dune?
No. I know you told me to watch it, but no, I haven't watched that yet.
Watch it at home. Don't watch it in the movie. Well, it's not in the movie theaters anymore. I watched it in the movie theaters. I couldn't tell you a single thing that happened. I had to watch it at home so I could put on my subtitles and be able to rewind because I was missing shit. So, yeah. The next book I read was When 40 Blooms by Jacinta Howard. I gave that 4 stars. I loved it. It was about a woman. It was a second chance romance. She divorced her husband. She's been with him since college. And she really had not. It's about us. Okay? Not us, but us. Like we were, I don't want to say indoctrinated, but indoctrinated. There are certain things that you've learned. It's very much male centered. You're supposed to have this. Your life is supposed to look like this. You're supposed to have a kid and do this, and your house is. and she had a lot of trauma that she had to work through that she never dealt with. And that's not to say the husband wasn't a good husband, but he couldn't help her through that. She needed to work through that. Mm-hmm. And I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
What's the name of that one again?
When 40 Blooms. Yeah. I loved it. Jacinta Howard. And then for those of you who don't know, Liz is currently reading a Jacinta Howard book.
I'm enjoying it. Happiness in Jersey.
She's going to be at the Black Romance Book Festival next year. I'm going. I need her signature.
Yep.
And then the final one I read was Lucid Dreams by Lady Nisha. I gave that 4.5 stars. That book was funny as shit. This was a hood novel. It's supposed to be a romance, right? But the brother, they're twin brothers, night and day. Shut up. I understand. Anyway.
She literally stopped reading and called me to talk about.
Like his name was Night and his twin brother name was Day. They're fraternal twins. So Night is dark as night and Day is light skin. That's besides the point. Day would be my best friend. Day was a delight. I would recommend reading the book for Day. He made me laugh. I don't know what she was on. I don't know if this lady was high. I don't know. But I enjoyed the shit out of this book. It was fantastic. I loved it. Oh, and those are all my books in July. So, I had a fantastic time.
It sounds like it. I love it.
And then again, remember, that was like my highest rated month this year, as a matter of fact. 4.16 stars. So, yeah. Well, y'all, those were our books. Let us know if you've read any of them. If you want to read any of them. And we always want to thank y'all for watching, being a part of our family and supporting us, even on our side tirades about book drama. As always, you guys, like, share, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.